Hello, History 120 WLS1 students. A few days behind what I hope to be. I was hoping to get this up a couple days ago. As I told you in an earlier announcement, didn't get there. Even though we're at home, I think everybody's busy trying to keep up and adjust to our new circumstances. So I suspect that's the case with all of you as well. So I understand. And as I have before, apologize for my video production skills. Biggest annoyance is the horrible glare on my glasses. I've kind of tried to modify things a bit to help with that, but still not the greatest. So I apologize for that annoyance. Trying to get my head in the right place so that we're not quite as bad. So, I just want to touch base as we move forward and let you know how I'm going to be approaching things and my philosophy in regards to this class and the current situation. I know we're already online, so a lot of people might think, well, not that much different. But as I've said in an earlier email or announcement, I believe all of our worlds have been turned upside down. We're operating differently. A lot of you may be taking care of children that are home now all the time, or family members, or have other obligations. And also adapting to the fact that you may be taking seated classes in an online form. So just a lot of changes, and I think I just want to be cognizant of that and to work with you and to make the best of the situation as we move forward. Try to do some things to maybe simplify things a little bit for you and reduce your work and stress load. So I just want to do what I can. I'm still in some thoughts that Angie Miller, who's the director of the Associate of Arts or Associate of Science and Education program at OTC, shared with students in her classes. So thanks to Angie, she and I have communicated back and forth via email, and I've got her blessing to use this, but I like the sentiments that she expressed, and just kind of building off of those and modifying them a bit to reflect, again, my philosophy, my approach as we continue to move forward in this class starting on Monday. I'm going to call this announcement my promise to you, your promise to me, or my promise and your promise about how we're going to work moving forward. My promise to you, and I'm reading off the screen over here, so again, pardon me, I'm not a broadcast journalist, but my promise to you, first of all, no one's grade is going to be hurt or lowered from the midterm as a result of the situation. Can only go upward from here. So have confidence in that, and I'll find ways to make that work with the grade book. And let me take care of that. I don't want you stressing and worrying about grades at this point. We have a lot of other things to keep us keep our minds occupied and to be worrying and stressing about. So I want to minimize that as much as I can. I want the focus, as I'll mention in a few moments, to be just about what we are getting and not focusing on what we're missing. You'll be asked to do work that supports the learning outcomes of the class, but your personal health, your family's health, the health of those near you, and your life circumstances are first, no exceptions. Those need to be top priority, and that needs to be your focus right now for all of us. By taking care of ourselves in the current situation, we are not just benefiting ourselves individually, but it is a benefit to everybody out there. So take care of yourself first and foremost. Probably the biggest thing you can do in this situation to help society as a whole and the community as a whole. So take care of yourself. That's your first priority. I'm going to only ask that you do one assignment per module. We've been doing 2. I'm going to cut that back to 1. I'm going to make another announcement after this that talks about some procedural things. But one of the things, if you looked at the, I believe it's Module 9 that I put up, you will be, in many cases, not necessarily all of them, but in many cases, I'll give you the option of doing things traditionally in a written form and submitting, or by using Flipgrid and providing verbal video submissions. Some of those I will be the only one that see. Some of those will be shared with the rest of the class, very similar to a discussion board. And I'll talk more about that in the other video. But I want to reduce your work when we get to modules where there are exams. We only have 2 exams left. The exams will still remain, be presented in 2 parts. First, the multiple choice part, and second, the SN document-based part. I think that makes things easier for you. So we'll do that, and I may make some modifications there again to kind of try to simplify your lives. Reflecting on what you've already learned is just as meaningful as the content that we may not get to. And again, this echoes what I said a moment ago. Focusing on what we've learned. We will celebrate reflection of what we have already learned, and we will not worry about circumstances that won't allow us to what circumstances will allow us to consider or explore as we might in normal situations. So its focus is going to be, what have we gotten out of this, and what are the things we pick up. So that will be our focus. Now, your promise to me, and pardon me for that pause. My son's outside of the scooter, and I thought I heard a voice of distress, but I think he's okay. So if I break off, I'm going to check on him. And you may hear a ball game in the background as my younger son is watching a YouTube video of a baseball game from last year, Cardinals-Dodgers game. Go Cardinals. Your promise to me, and this is what's really important. As I said earlier, I want you to put your health, your family, and those close to you, your health, your emotional, your mental well-being, ahead of everything else. In particular, ahead of this class. This class, at best, should be secondary on your list of concerns. It may be even further down than that. And I get it. I understand. Education is important. It's valuable. But in our current situation, they're just realities that we're living with, and we'll do the best we can. And that's what I want you to focus on. Another item that I would want you to promise me, that you'll follow the directions of your national, state, local health experts and officials. We're really lucky, and I've shared this with my family. I'm concerned, but there are a lot of really smart people out there, really intelligent people who their lives are dedicated to science, to medicine, to public health care, and they're working to better understand this situation and to help us deal with it. This is their expertise. They're committed to helping all of us get through situations just like this. And we need to listen to those people and follow their directions. They're the ones that have the knowledge and the resources. And the more we listen to them, the better things are going to be. And big picture, the sooner we're going to find a new normal, whatever that might be, and find a way to function effectively. I think that's a real key. Analogies I might make. If our mechanic tells us to, or gives us advice in regards to our vehicle, we follow it. If the HVAC guy comes and works on our HVAC system and gives us advice, like change your filters every 3 months, we follow it because they're the expert. If my IT guy or my computer guy works on my computer and gives me advice about what kind of emails I shouldn't open, or what kind of malware or those types of devices I should be operating, I listen. I do what they tell me because they're the experts. In this case, we need to listen to these intelligent and committed people in the healthcare, science, medicine field. I truly believe they want what's best for all of us, and they're doing their most, lack of a better term, they're giving their best effort to do what's in the best interest of all of us. I also want you to promise that you know, that you remember, that I know that we're facing, everyone is facing their own unique challenges, as I said earlier. And I suspect a lot of you have situations that are very unique. I may not be able to relate to those situations, but I'm sympathetic. And I think we're all making adaptations and changes in our lives. And it's challenging, it's tough, it's stressful. And so I sympathize, and I understand. Or I sympathize. And then last of all, I know that you guys have all learned a lot already in this course. I can see that in the work you've given me. You've accomplished a lot. I've seen a lot of growth. You've gained a lot of important knowledge. And I know that as much as you can, you will continue to learn and grow as the circumstances allow. And as I said earlier, what's most important is just thinking about the significance of those things and using them as a foundation. I always say to my students, I hope my greatest goal is that you walk out of a class more interested, asking questions, having more questions when you walked in, because that tells me you want to continue to learn. And learning doesn't begin here, it just starts here. And that's what I hope to achieve. And so, despite everything that's gone on, this has not been a wasted semester. And so, just hold on to that. So I'm going to wrap up here. I'm going to try to get another video up here in a moment, talking just about some procedural things. If anybody has questions, you can email me. I haven't used Zoom conferencing a whole lot. I haven't used Zoom conferencing. I'm going to orient myself to that in case anybody might want to take advantage of that, or at least that's one of my goals. So maybe that'll help you guys as well. I can talk more about that later. But again, hang in there. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. We're going to make it through this, and I'm going to do everything I can to get you through this class successfully. So I hope everybody has a great day and continues to take care of yourself and do well. So I'll talk to everybody later. Bye.